the co-leader in the tour finals. Jan-Krzysztof, how do you feel about the way you ended that last game?
Hello, I'm very happy, of course. It's not every day you get to checkmate your opponent. I mean, not really checkmate, and that's, in a way, I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't, that there was no checkmate on the boards, but the combination was so beautiful. And so atypical, and but also like with checks, something extraordinary to me, and I have always could appreciate beauty in chess, and it's very it's very nice to be on the good side of things.
Absolutely, and David calls it a contender for game of the season, calculating mate in 8, I guess. This must mean you are in just perfect form. You're on fire.
Yeah, it's basically a long variation with checks. I mean, all checks along the way. So yeah, actually, I did see it very, very quickly, but had to calculate it like 1,000 times, to make sure that it's really checkmate and I don't blunder anything, because I mean, otherwise it would be disaster. But luckily, yeah, it was working, and it's very, very nice, to be smiling. I mean, me smiling against Anish, not reverse as it used to be. So very nice.
Definitely. Would you call this one of the best games of your career?
The combination, yes. The game, not really. I mean, once again got into this variation. I had the game against Yuangi like a couple of years back in this Ragozin, and I actually had, I think, the very same position till some moment, and I mean, I drew that game, but couldn't remember anything apart of the fact that I mean, a part of the result, and it was very annoying because basically I didn't know if it was working for me or not, or how great it was. So, but on the other hand, White's play is very straightforward, and it's always easier to be on the attacking side, and also the compensation was long term, I would say, with such a nice center pawns and knight on e5. So yeah, I mean, it's right now I can say that going again into this variation was very, very smart, but actually it was a coincidence.
It looked beautiful, and you are now, like yesterday, in shared lead with Magnus Carlsen in the tour finals. You already won one major this season, Oslo Esports Cup, but in that one you kind of came towards the end of the tournament. Now you're on top here from the very get-go. How do you see your chances to win the whole thing?
I'm very optimistic, of course, but still, more than a half of tournament has to be played. And also, I think I get like the most difficult opponents in the end. I mean, Magnus is, of course, always the toughest opponent. And against Wesley So, which I'm playing next to the Ross rounds, I haven't won a match against him yet. So, yeah, so I mean, it will be definitely challenging, and I think it's too early, to consider about winning the tournament or not. I'm just focused to play good chess and yeah, and be as precise as I can get.
Sounds like a great plan. Jan-Krzysztof, enjoy that beautiful finish you had to today, and best of luck tomorrow as well.
Thank you very much.